Developing now, a high school teacher in Phoenix is facing multiple felony charges for having an alleged inappropriate relationship with a student. 50-year-old Ernesto Moncada Cota was taken into custody Tuesday at the Arizona Conservatory for the Arts and Academics Secondary School located near I-17 and Bell Road. Details were just released today. Joining me now is psychologist Dr. Catherine Coleman of Coleman Psychology and Consulting. Catherine, this is such a wild and very, very disturbing case. We were reading that police report. Apparently, this was a 15-year-old girl. There were even love letters exchanged between, supposedly this teacher and this girl. When people hear about cases like this, because it has been in the news before, people think, how in the world does this happen when there's a 30-plus year gap? I mean, this alleged inappropriate relationship. Why and how?
Well, you're right. We see this more often, really, than we'd like to. We shouldn't be seeing it at all. And when we think about adults who sexually perpetrate on minors, there are a couple of different things that we're looking at. One is their victim selection. So they are intentionally choosing a victim that has some kind of vulnerability that they can exploit for their own interest or their own good. And then after they have identified their victim, then that's when we're going to see these grooming behaviors. And so, like you mentioned here, the love letters. And in this particular case, there were allegedly nicknames that they had for each other. And, purchasing gifts, promising favors, trying to keep things secret, this idea of star-crossed lovers.
Again, this police report is very, very disturbing. All right, also in this report, apparently it wasn't the victim that came forward to police, but the victim's friend's parent. And that is also very disconcerting because you think, the victim maybe was too scared to come forward. I mean, as a parent, how do you keep that communication door open?
Well, I think number one is keeping that communication door open and letting your child know that they can come to talk to you about anything without fear of being shamed. Because that's a big feeling that a lot of teenagers will go through when they experience something like this, is embarrassment or shame, and they don't want to disclose it. And a lot of times teens are closer to their friends than they are to their parents anyway. And so just making sure that you talk to your kid, if they hear anything from a friend, that they should come to you and talk to you about it so that you can take those action steps.
Yeah. And thank goodness this, friend's mother, parent came forward. So I know Chase Golightly, he's going to have more on this case coming up later on 12 News at 5. Catherine, thank you so much. You're going to stay with us for 4 more cases, both national and local.